Hello everyone, welcomes to my Golden Bachelor Nation Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After Gerry Turner's disastrous ending, the Golden Bachelorette shouldn't conclude with an engagement. Even if the lead hasn't been revealed yet, the Golden Bachelorette is one of the most anticipated reality dating shows. Nonetheless, the show should learn from the Golden Bachelor's shortcomings and not conclude with an engagement. Due to the widespread adoration for Gerry Turner and Teresa Nist's love tale, ABC's Golden Bachelor program was a huge hit. During the show, they met, fell in love, and became engaged. They hitched the knot on January 4, 2024, in a live, broadcast ceremony known as the Golden Wedding because they wanted to get married as soon as possible. However, Gerry and Teresa announced their divorce on April 12, 2024, 3 months after getting married. The Golden Bachelor couple clarified that because neither of them wanted to leave their families, they were unable to determine where they would reside. They consequently concluded that their decision to part up was the right one. Gerry's experience as the Golden Bachelor lead was so disastrous that the Golden Bachelorette ought to call off the engagement at the conclusion. Starting in August 2023, the Golden Bachelor filmed for almost a month. From September 28, 2023, to November 30, 2023, the show aired. This indicates that the duration of Gerry and Teresa's acquaintance was roughly 1 month before to their engagement and 5 months prior to their marriage. Gerry didn't even spend the entire month of filming with Teresa because he was dating 22 women before the show started. It was clear that they had not had enough time to get to know one another well enough for their marriage to endure. The Golden Bachelorette needs to do away with the engagement at the conclusion if it is to be taken seriously. In Bachelor franchise shows, there is far too much pressure on characters to pop the question. Engagements are made fun of since so many of them split up soon after the show ends. People appear to be sucked into the show's fantasy and then realize they move too quickly when reality sets in. For Gerry and Teresa, it appears that this is the case. But before committing to an engagement, the Golden Bachelorette lead ought to have time to get to know her ultimate pick. The Golden Bachelor concluded far too fast, and not only did Gerry and Teresa's engagement happen too soon, but so did the Golden Wedding. They got married right away rather than spending more time getting to know one another and working out the details of their relationship. Their magnificent wedding served as a unifying force for Bachelor Nation. But because the marriage itself barely lasted 3 months, it now feels forced or artificial. It appears that the producers of The Golden Bachelor were solely interested in making the most of the show's popularity by continuing it with a second television special. Perhaps Gerry and Teresa could have maintained a long-distance romance if they hadn't gotten married so quickly. 3 months into their marriage, though, it seemed strange that they weren't living together permanently because they were husband and wife. It seemed sense that they cared more about their families than they did about one another. Before putting so much pressure on themselves by leaving the show engaged, Gerry and Teresa ought to have taken things slowly and spent more time getting to know one another. They therefore believed that, rather than just dating and being friends, they had to live up to society's expectations of getting married and starting a family. If the Golden Bachelorette continues on this similar trajectory, it will not be taken seriously. An engagement is not necessary for the Golden Bachelorette, which centers on elderly adults dating. In the event if the main character left in a committed relationship with her pick, the program would still be just as satisfying and more credible. After the passing of their wives, Tony and Billy, Gerry and Teresa seem to have been living in the now, full of optimism for the future. Nevertheless, if they had just kept dating after the show, they might have been even happier. Gerry and Teresa were under pressure to tie the knot after getting engaged, which ultimately resulted in their swift divorce. It's not necessary for the Golden Bachelorette to get engaged for the primary character's love to be credible. In fact, if the lead doesn't become engaged, it might make more sense. It seems like a lot better choice to see her go in a happy and healthy relationship that she'll investigate more off-screen than it did to rush into an engagement with someone she had only known for a month. Fans may lose what little trust they still have in the Bachelor franchise if a Golden Bachelorette couple breaks up. They are sick and weary of watching Bachelor Nation couples break up. One would think that a show like The Golden Bachelorette, which is supposedly older and wiser than The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise, would take the advice of its previous candidates and learn from it. Gerry and Teresa are already all too aware of the misery that can result from getting engaged too soon. The producers ought to take notes from The Golden Bachelor in addition to the cast members. The creators of Golden Bachelorette need to understand that fans prefer romance that doesn't feel forced. Many questioned the producers' genuineness after witnessing the Golden Wedding spectacle. Ratings seemed to be more important to them than Gerry and Teresa. The truth is that Gerry and Teresa appear to have been enthralled with each other and lost in the moment, even though they undoubtedly have independent thoughts and might have declined the wedding. Ironically, this is what ultimately caused their marriage to fail, even though it seemed so lovely at the time. After the Golden Bachelor's disastrous conclusion, there was talk that the Golden Bachelorette shouldn't take place at all. It is possible to accomplish this without making fun of all those involved, though. There shouldn't be any anticipation of an engagement at the conclusion of the Golden Bachelorette. An older couple just dating instead of getting engaged and then married would be far more realistic. When someone over 60 is cast in a musical, too many problems with families, employment, living arrangements, etc. can occur. If the Golden Bachelorette doesn't result in an engagement, it could help fans of the franchise regain confidence in the series. Is Kylie Russell of Bachelor Nation and Avon Jones back together? After Avon Jones allegedly strayed on Kylie Russell, the couple from Bachelor in Paradise, are they back together? Following their different social media posts, followers are pondering that. How are people responding to the rumors? For more, continue reading. One of the 3 couples to emerge from Season 9 of Bachelor in Paradise was Avon Jones and Kylie Russell. They left the beach together in a relationship, not engaged. But, within days of the television season finale, all 3 couples made their split public. Eliza Isakay and Aaron Bryant, as well as Kat Izzo and John Henry Spurlock, concluded their separate engagements amicably, but Kylie Russell went on social media and said that Avon Jones had repeatedly cheated on her. He acknowledged incoherently that the accusations had some validity. The exes didn't take any photos together, but the photo they did share was enough to spark rumors that they've gotten back together. If that's the case, fans are not happy about it. Check out some of the comments on a Reddit thread about the Bachelor in Paradise stars. I feel like Kylie needs a good therapist to dig deep into why she chooses men like Avon repeatedly. Kylie baby new. Once a cheater on you. Always a cheater on you, girl. Kylie, this is now on you. Don't come out crying when he cheats again. Sorry, but she's an idiot. He very publicly humiliated her and she gives him another chance. Insane behavior. Taking back a man who you publicly shared cheated on you multiple times is a choice. The way we wouldn't have known he cheated if it wasn't for her bringing it to social media. Like, girl, if you knew there was still a slight chance of you taking him back, then keep that humiliation to yourself.